Check. It's No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today I have by far the biggest crew that we've ever had here. Across from me, we have Evan Breen. Directly to my left, I have our two usual co-hosts in the form of Robesman and Catfish. And then across from them, we have noted weirdos, Nick Colletti, Getter, and as well as the back of Getter's girlfriend, Yayvery's head. So that's cool.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the back of Yayvery's head. Stop. That's not funny.
You get so mad when I hear.
Today's podcast brought to you by vaping.
Brought to you by Clouds.
And New Belgium Fat Tire.
Today's podcast brought to you by way too many people in Catfish sitting on a trash can.
Oh, and pink shirts.
I was going to say pink shirts.
Yes, that is a
color
fact.
pink is the sponsor today.
Half of the people here have pink shirts on. It's very, very exciting.
And we also have vapors here as well.
Yes, and everybody here is a vapor. Well, not me so much.
Feel free to hit the clouds.
I've only vaped once, and it was no nicotine in it.
Just because you are sitting with someone else, you still need to get close to the mic. I feel like that's probably the only thing I'm going to say for the rest of this podcast. Yeah, bring this out.
He'll say, "Don't tap the table, too."
Don't tap the table, and
yeah.
Okay, Dad. Jesus.
That did sound kind of cool. So, all right, so let's start with this. Evan,
When did you first start following Evan on Vine?
Literally, I do not follow anyone on Vine.
Unbelievable.
This,
Me, like
any
2
Vine-
years
any
ago.
Vine
I've been down.
conversations
2
need
years
to be
ago?
on this
I
side
think
of
so.
the table.
Whenever Vine
Adam
started.
does not understand Vine at all. Seriously,
I'm not a
he's
Vine.
still
Good
on
thing
my
I'm
side.
here.
I don't really know that much. Well, I mean, I looked at Vine and know about Vine, but I don't.
These
take
guys
part.
are top tier, extremely smart and funny Viners.
So, what is it about Evan's Vines that you like so much as a fan, as a huge fan that you're telling us you are?
Well, Evan connects with me on a sense where he kind of sets up these scenarios that are a little ridiculous, but also he brings it back around with kind of an awkward vibe. So I feel like I wanted to ask you, what's the biggest misconception about you when someone meets you in real life versus your Vines? Do they try to, oh, you're the guy from the Vine, so you must be like that? Or?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of funny. The first time I remember Ubering with somebody, or like Skyping with somebody in like a group, and I don't know, she was on like Twitter or something, like kind of like a bigger person, and in the Skype, she was like, wow, she's like disappointed. She's like, I thought you were like mentally retarded, like in real life. And no, I mean, people, like if people, yeah, she was disappointed. And I was like,
damn, I wanted to talk to him mentally.
I'm actually like really like boring and kind of like normal in real life. Nick and I have actually had some like deep talks about it, how, I don't know, so many people I feel like, especially on like social media, if you're like doing jokes and stuff, a lot of these people feel like they have to like always be funny and like always cracking jokes. But
Nick.
no, but I mean,
Loser.
I'm pretty like.
You mean you or people talking?
No, just like people in general that I've noticed, just like meeting people and stuff. But I don't know. I'm like, I'd like to think that I'm fairly intelligent, and sometimes I think on like the Vine, like the videos and stuff, it's sometimes I think it can be sort of intelligent or like clever, but it's also extremely stupid.
No, I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm so woke, I totally get it. But I feel like you can sense it. But it like I can see a younger kid just being like, oh, this guy's on drugs or something.
Yeah, no. If you look at any of my comments, that's what it is. Yeah. Like I did one the other day where I was just like, I pretended to like look at my nose, and then when I brought my eyes back up, my eyes were still crossed, and I was like, fuck. And I was like trying to like uncross my eyes, and all these kids were like, he's on so many drugs right now. And like people will like look at my pupils. I made a Vine the other day where I was outside at night and my pupils were huge. And everyone's like, dude, that guy's fucking tripping, like just freaking out. So everyone just thinks I'm on drugs on the internet, but
the funny thing is that if you were super fucked up off drugs, you wouldn't be able to be like composing what are clearly comedic sketches. You know?
Well, that's funny, dude, because
right? Well, maybe I'm wrong, yeah.
Well, no, that's true, because I actually quit drinking 2 years ago.
Sorry for offering you a beer.
No, I don't care, dude. I don't. It's
No,
like
that was fucked up,
I
you're
try
right.
to. No. I try to tell people like that. It makes me feel weirder when they like treat me like, oh no, like you can't. Yeah, but if you look at like my old videos, probably I don't know if you remember. It's like 2.5 years ago. I don't know. Everything was totally different, and I've relapsed. And I remember it was like a month period where my Vines and like my tweets and everything, it just completely changes. It's just like
you
I
weren't
can't
drinking
think.
for a while?
No, it's just when I was relapsing, my like thought process is totally different. Like I can't think. I didn't realize that until I originally had quit drinking. It's just kind of like, you know.
Right.
Did you quit on your own? Or
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was I think 2014.
No program or
But
anything like that?
No.
you're a bad drinker at the time?
I just, you know, I don't really get into trouble. It's just something where like if I have like a binge, then it turns into like a
Right.
week, a month, 6 months, all that.
What kind of drinker are you, though? Like, sit in the house and get drunk, fucking watching
Yeah.
TV?
Well, I tell people like in college, which was actually a long time ago, like school and stuff started to get in the way of partying, which is kind of backwards.
I mean, partying got in the way. No, school got in the way of partying.
Yeah, because I was just like, that's what I did like at the time. And then
Right.
partying started to get in the way of drinking. So I wouldn't even like go out and party anymore. I would just like drink.
Right. That is when it gets kind of fucked up. We've all
Yeah.
got friends like that. Fucking sound like anybody we know?
Is there like addiction in your family?
Yeah, I mean, I guess my grandma, but she quit. She'll actually have like, you know, a drink once, you know, like a family thing.
Right.
But nothing like in my immediate family as far as there's, you know, no like huge drama with it. So
Yeah.
But when you say you relapse, like, are you at a point that you're not comfortable with, or are you comfortable with it now?
No, I'm comfortable with it now because I went to rehab for it. It was about 2 years ago almost. And then it was like 8 months, a year, something like that. And then I just kind of like told myself, oh yeah, I can like this weekend, I'll just, you know, I was bored.
Right.
Like if I'm doing stuff on the internet and like some of my jobs are on the internet, I don't really have to like wake up and be extremely busy all day.
Right.
So I get bored. And yeah, I mean, I just kind of, it was like a night that turned into like a weekend, a week, you know. So I kind of like fell back into it.
Right. But do you think that you have like a healthy relationship with it now as opposed to the way you used to be?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I think now, I mean, I don't drink now just because at this point I feel like I've got too much going on to where it's just not worth like
Right.
you know, trying to see if I can socially do it.
Right.
I think I probably could, but you know, at this point in my life, it's just kind of like
Why fuck
something I
with
don't-
stuff when everything else is going
Yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah.
Do you smoke weed though?
I actually do. Well, I'm not like I don't not smoke weed, but I haven't really smoked since like college. I'm
Right.
27.
Right.
I just kind of like I don't know. I feel like certain things I'm so neurotic.
Right.
That like anything like alcohol, weed, anything just kind of like fucks me up.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna
Where are
say.
you from?
Detroit,
Hell
Detroit.
The suburbs of
Interesting.
Detroit.
Okay, suburbs.
Where you from?
Grosse Pointe.
Grosse Pointe. All right,
Yeah.
he's like half and half hood.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
you
'cause
and Roy
Half
look.
hood.
With a lot of like the comedy and the vines, it feels like it comes from a place of like maybe some anxiety with social situations or whatever, where you like talk to somebody, they
Yeah.
don't hear you, and you're like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
that's-
No, definitely. I mean, a lot of it has to. I mean, a lot of it is. It's funny because a lot of it's very. I think situations that I've either been in, or things that I've kind of observed and then embellished a little bit, and then obviously, if you've seen them, I add. You know, I kind of like fuck them up quite a bit. At least I used to. My old stuff is way worse than anything I've done in the last like year, as far as like just being extremely.
What were you like as a young kid?
Oh man, I was like a huge pussy. I remember, like because I have a
Word.
sister that's younger. She's 26. I'm 27, and she used to like climb out of her crib when she was I don't know a couple months old, and like you know go over to my room and reach up and like steal my shit out of my crib.
Uh-huh.
And then I would cry. Like, I couldn't do anything. I
Even
don't know.
as a little kid, you just kind of let it go.
Yeah, I'm just kind of
You
like
let people steal from your crib, guy.
yeah, my little sister, exactly, when she was like 6 months old. So I just kind of, I don't know, I was like a really nervous, like, dorky little kid, and I was always following my mom around,
Right.
I think.
Even so, what about as you get older, as you like start to get into school and stuff? Were you the type of dude who was getting girls and stuff, or were you just like a nerd?
I had a girlfriend from the time I was like 15 until I was probably like 19.
Ooh.
But I got like a few MIPs, which I never, to this day, I don't think that had to do with me being like,
What's an MIP?
it's a Michigan
Jinx,
like
you don't make
minor
up.
in possession,
Oh.
like just alcohol.
Okay.
I was just always like back then. I'd be like I was always at the wrong place, kind of at the wrong
Right.
time. I didn't even I drink like in high school, like once every
Right.
month,
Uh-huh.
but I would always get in trouble.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I played sports. I wanted to do like improv stuff, but I was always too afraid to like get on stage.
So were you like into comedy, like
Yeah,
specifically?
I was obsessed with like SNL and Second
okay.
City. I went to Second City, Detroit on my 16th birthday. And then I think it closed like shortly after that. But yeah, I was obsessed with it.
Right.
I just never had like the balls to
actually go out there and do it, which is the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
In your opinion, when did you actually start to do it?
In college, I started writing. I think it was 2009, 2010. I think you might have already like been on Twitter. I don't remember.
What, was he like an early influence for you or something?
No, I mean,
You were a young turd.
Yeah.
Wadi Woo. I love that song.
Wow.
That's when I've been down since young
Hell
turd.
yeah.
Robesman remembers things.
I'm a fan.
No, I mean, I just started like writing. I would just write tweets, and I never went to class. I never did anything, and I would just like sleep till noon and then write tweets all day. And like I'd write like little sketches on paper, and I failed everything. And my girlfriend hated it. She was like pre-med, so she wasn't cool with that. And she would always tell me to stop, and all my friends would tell me to stop because I'd like text them like a tweet that I thought was funny, and it wasn't funny at all. So
Twitter was the first place you were
yeah,
getting
but then
it out there.
yeah, then I kind of stopped, and after I
Did that build into any kind of following? Like,
Yeah, did you have momentum?
no,
Okay.
I think I had like 800 followers, and then every time I would tweet, I don't know how I got them, but every time I tweet, I'd lose like 10 followers.
Same.
That must be really defeating as a
I
Twitter
mean,
user.
but I would, and like once you hit 1K, or actually I don't know what it is. Once you hit like 10 or 20 or 30K, you stop seeing like the exact number.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
like
that's
I
nice.
would like see it go down every time I would tweet.
See,
so
that's sad, yeah.
yeah, it sucks.
I always see people say like, "Oh, I can't believe 2 people just unfollowed me because of the stupid racist thing I just
Yeah.
said," you know?
But
God,
I
I want to
mean,
get that bug.
That's
Look
all
at
I
him.
knew at
Just
the
let
time.
me be racist.
Just let me be racist.
Wait, I got it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's
Yeah, there's hella flies around me. I didn't bring them here. I swear to
Sitting
God.
on the trash can and they're living in here.
You think they're real?
Yeah, they're in the trash, dude.
No.
That would be a strange turn of events.
I don't think they're in there.
I'm just gonna say it. I saw Yayvery eat one of the mosquitoes with her tongue before. She like caught it like a Komodo dragon. It was really weird.
Slingshot.
She does that. Yeah. So wait. To our SoundCloud listeners, that's not just us talking with our hands. There are scary bugs all over the place trying to attack us.
Grossest
I see it again.
podcast in the world.
The
Dude, there's like
grossest.
15 of them.
Really?
What the fuck kind of place do you run here,
There's
bro?
15 of them.
What kind of operation
It's
is
like 4.
this?
What are we gonna blame it on?
There's got to be a rotten banana somewhere. These are fruit. They're fruit flies.
yeah, they're fruit flies. They're not that bad.
They're
But they
fruit
just
flies.
Could
kinda
be
like-
like you know like.
Wow, it's almost as if the person who runs the store and should be concerned with this kind of thing, it's almost like he's here and we should be blaming it on him directly.
Wow,
Damn.
no, but with the
That was
fucking
such a castaway move right there.
Yeah.
You're like, got it.
So why are we all wearing pink shirts?
Eat it.
And why is yours so much more adorned with details than
That
ours?
looks like it's expensive.
That's way-
No, not at all. My friend gave me this for free.
It has mad
It's
holes.
distressed though. It's like it looks like it
Yeah,
pre-distressed.
it's one of those ones where like they finish the hoodie, yeah, and then they're like, okay, not yet. It just has this little embroidered thing, but then they're like, okay, yeah, get your machete, and then they put a belt on it for some reason.
There's a
Wild,
belt
dude.
on
That's
it.
fashion
It's like
with an
people,
EN.
like-
Sick.
People know I'm coming. You know?
That is interesting. Who gave you that shirt? It looks like it's probably expensive for other people.
I forgot his name. He has the company. Fuck, I totally forgot what they're called.
Shout out to that company.
They're out of New York.
Okay.
Fuck, I totally
says,
forgot.
"I hate everyone."
First class. They're
First
called
class.
Shout out First Class.
They have
Hit me
black
up on
ones,
Twitter.
too.
I want one of the
That's a thing
distressed
they do
hoodies.
on planes.
Yeah,
Right.
thirst classed.
Thirst.
All right, let's get back to Evan, man, the man of the hour.
Yeah, right.
We were talking about Twitter. You were at 800 followers, and you were losing them every day.
How'd you
No,
get to
dude.
900?
But and then
Where do you go
I
to
just
from
like
there?
stopped for a few years because I sucked at it. Like I would just try.
You
so
probably
hard.
were funny, but you just had like a bunch of bros following you.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate
Pretty
question for
much.
any person that's trying to make it online is like, how do I get past that like initial block? Like, how do I start to convince people that I'm funny? Because you look at like you guys now, it's like you couldn't fucking fart walking down the street without a bunch of people laughing.
Dude, but it's weird. Like looking back, I don't remember how the fuck all this happened. I don't know. It's weird. And like I quit, and then I think I saw like, I think it was like Chris D'Elia on Twitter posted a video, which turned out to be Vine. This is like
Right.
2013.
Right.
And then yeah, that's when I started.
Do you like Chris's comedy?
I mean, dude, I followed Chris since like 2007 or 8 on Twitter.
He's
Yeah.
He's got an RS7.
Dude,
Really?
he's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Not an R8.
Alright.
Dude, his
7 is one less than 8.
His stand up like his improv, kind of like riffing with the crowd. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Like 20% of the time when you fuck a girl in LA, she'll tell you that she fucked Chris D'Elia.
True. I've known 3. I know
Really?
3. Yeah.
I've probably maybe like 2. Yeah, so you might have me beat. Yeah.
I
didn't know you'd get back yet.
He hasn't called me back.
Nick Colletti did a Chris D'Elia fucking bukkake.
If you bang Chris, put it in the comments.
It was
please.
really drawn out. He jerked off 5 times over the course of a day. And Nick was just chilling in it. They told each other jokes, but Nick's jokes were all like, "Oh my god, I have rope all over my face."
I've been roped.
So
I've been roped.
So you quit for 2 years. And
Well,
kinda,
I didn't really know how to like. I don't think like I tell a lot of people, Vine was cool for me because it kind of taught me. Like, if you want to call my Vines like actual jokes, it kind of taught me how to like write a joke or like set something up. You know, like set something up and then kind of have like a problem, and then sort of like a resolution and like a punchline, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of, I guess with Vine, because it's so short, it's only like 6 or 7 seconds that it like
don't
has
act like you don't know how many seconds.
it's like
Or
6.5,
Is it really?
I think. Because if I put something in iMovie, it has to be
Yeah.
6.5 in order for it to.
See, I notice this sometimes too, that I'll cut something to like, you know, for Twitter or whatever, if you cut it just right and you think
Twitter's
that it's
a
going to
pain
fit
in the
in there,
ass.
but then
Yeah.
you get that extra half a second and you're just so
Yeah,
confused.
Twitter's
Like,
a pain in the
why
ass,
would they
dude.
lie about this?
Yeah.
Well, you don't like the Twitter video stuff?
No, I love the Twitter video, but it's just like if I'm trying to trim something on the thing, it's always like a
oh god, listen,
half a
talk
second
about
off.
that. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking
Is
about. with that.
100K on Vine tighter than 1 million on Twitter?
Hell no.
In terms of
Twitter's
I think,
harder.
No, dude. 100K on Twitter, I would rather have than 1 million on Vine. It's just because Twitter reaches, I think, more people.
Okay. You can get, but I mean, don't you feel like? Here's my question.
Doesn't Twitter own
Yeah,
Vine?
yeah, it's all the same.
What will you eventually get paid more off of, or recognized more, or more whatever from? Like better
I think
for a career.
Well, I think like, you know, the past like 2 years, I think more just random people recognize, I guess, Viners and like YouTubers. Because,
Yeah.
you know, they
it's
like
becoming
see
way
it.
more mainstream, right?
Yeah.
Vine
Like,
is like, it seems to me, it's like people, you know, you want to hate on Vine. A lot of people want to hate on Vine, but like so many.
Who wants to hate on Vine?
Well, no, I mean Adam is a motherfucking. He has been hating on Vine for the last
I'm not a
3 years.
huge, but no, I don't hate on
Oh, okay, we gotta go.
I'm just not really.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
Vine is the
no.
funniest shit out right
Because
now.
when we all lived together, and me and one of our roommates, Chris, we would always fucking do
Okay,
Vine. I'd say,
wait.
I was like, you fucking suck at this.
I would not
What
say that the
Catfish is-
future of Vine is very certain.
No,
No, but-
what Catfish is saying is that there are Viners that we don't like who have big followings that do kind of.
That's not.
well,
I don't
yeah,
even know about those
It's
people.
easy on Vine to
There's
get
no
like,
food in your fridge.
poppy.
I'm going home. They like
Yeah,
that's their
like the
Vine.
trends and all that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing I think that people don't realize, and that what Vine has brought to the table, and so many memes, especially in the hip hop community,
Oh, yeah.
is that's where everything starts.
Well, Brandon Rogers, is that his name, Tanner? Brandon Rogers?
Yeah,
He was, I mean, I remember, I found out about him through Vine. He's like a YouTuber. And somebody posted that, was it the grandpa getting like hit in the face? And it was like a clip from one of his old videos off of YouTube that somebody posted on Vine, and it just blew the fuck up. And that's how I found out about him. And there's like a lot of things like that, I think, like with Vine, where it starts like these.
yeah, so many like
these things.
Terrio and what are those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it transcends
All the tightest shit.
Yeah.
It transcends through the general public.
That
Yeah,
kinda
yeah.
confuses me personally, like why there are so many people like blowing shit up on Vine, but then it doesn't seem like the Twitter of a person who has like a huge Vine is necessarily going to be as big. I don't know. It's like
Two different mediums,
Don't you
man.
feel like Twitter
Well,
is
dude,
more like actual human beings, like real
I
people?
feel, yeah, I think there's a lot more like kids on Vine.
Right, like weird
So-
people that maybe aren't interacting with
Well,
Twitter because they don't know how to use words or form a
Yeah,
sentence.
and like they're you know the kids that just like share everything like incessantly, so
Right.
it kind of like
Plus,
blows
I
up
think
very
the loop
quickly.
thing also played into it too, because it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
as fucking human beings, we don't want to do anything else. You see something, it's fucking hilarious. You don't have to do anything, and boom, it's hilarious 6 seconds later.
But
But
don't-
yeah.
let's not downplay it. Like I feel like these guys can act.
right,
Like that's
oh, no,
acting.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good
yeah.
shit. And I feel like when I first saw Kyle Mooney, like do
he's the
these
best.
YouTube videos, Good Neighbor, like that's what I felt when I saw you guys do your shit. So
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if there was SNL in your futures, you know, or
That'd be-
whatever.
yeah, that'd
I
be
see that
awesome.
shit. So
But see, that's why it's so awesome about both these guys is that like they have no real training in this, and we see people
Neither-
every day in LA that have tried to become actors for fucking 15 years, and these dudes are doing it so well that actual women think that he's retarded. Like, that's amazing acting.
That's what I'm saying. You have to be
Leo
the
did
type
that.
of person who uses Vine
Gilbert
to like
Grape.
actually see those videos and be like, oh, this is a retarded guy, and not be
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a guy pretending to be retarded.
Well,
so
dude,
like,
that's the thing. Like, there was a point where I had to watch what I said. I didn't really have to watch what I said, but I had to. If I would tweet out a joke that was in the persona that I kind of did on Vine,
right.
and you know, if it did happen to like blow up, then you know, sometimes I'd have people, I don't know, responding with like stupid shit. They just don't understand, like, I
Right.
guess my humor.
You know who Ryan Beckford is?
No.
Little black kid, and he always like used to wear those little fucking glasses. We interviewed him recently, and he basically said the same thing. He's like, everybody thought I was retarded at first.
Yeah, I mean,
And he really plays a retard on Vine. Like,
dude.
Yeah, Ryan's so funny.
oh, you know Ryan? All right, there you go.
Dude, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, the whole acting thing is cool. It's definitely, I don't know. Sometimes I think about like social media, how it just puts people on a kind of like a pedestal. I guess sort of like us. It was like really easy. Like, as long as we kept doing it and we kept making the jokes or the videos or whatever pretty good, it was you know, just kind of like blowing up.
Did you feel like you had like discovered something when you first started to blow up on Vine? Like,
No, I didn't even. No, it wasn't until it wasn't actually until very recently. I don't know, like when people sort of started like reaching out, or when certain people that I looked up to
Right.
would be like, "Hey man, like you're really funny." That was when it was kind of like, "Wow, this is
Right.
like
you
shit,
kind of don't
man."
believe the numbers
Well, I didn't even
beforehand.
realize what was. I don't know. Yeah, I never really like paid attention to it or like took the time to like look at it.
Did you go out
Looking
of your,
back, do you have a Vine that is the one that you say, okay, this is the one where it started? Like,
Well, you're
Well,
gonna talk in a little more.
he heard
the
I know he heard you.
it's funny. I posted one like in it was like August of 2014. It was when I hit my head on the steering wheel. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Seen it.
Yeah, it's
Rewind it.
Nathan Zed, the third pew. He was one of the first people to comment. He's like, "This is gonna go viral," and I almost deleted it just because I thought like the Vine fucking sucked. And then yeah, within like a day, it had been like my most popular thing. And then I don't know, some people shared it, and it kind of like blew up a little bit. But I don't know. I don't remember exactly how. Like, if I had to do this over again, I probably wouldn't be able to get any sort of following. Like, I don't know what happened. It was just kind of like an
Timing is a
accident.
big thing.
Yeah, it was timing.
Did you feel like? I mean, do you feel pressure to keep putting out good shit, or when did that happen, or did it happen? Like when you started doing it, it was fun. This is a funny idea. Well, I put this up or whatever.
Yeah. I think if anybody's like listening that actually follows me, they probably know that I delete a lot of shit.
Really?
Like, so you probably know. Yeah, and I don't know. I do kind of feel pressure to, I guess, stay active. And I mean, it's always like fun. It's always been fun, but now it's more of like, I would actually like this to be good. And if it's not good, then I don't know. I kind of feel like, oh shit, should I delete this, or stuff like that. Because I don't know. I would like it to continue sort of like springboarding into an actual like writing career or something like that.
You drop something, you'll know in the first 5 minutes if it's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
It's like the
No.
ultimate testing.
Well, no,
ground
I've
for
got
any
like
concept,
I've got like the
right?
whole
Yeah.
quota. Like if it hits like a certain amount of views
really?
or like
You have it
likes
broken
or all
down
that
like that in your
stupid
head?
shit within like a few minutes.
Hey, I have this question: is like when you first started out, did it occur to you that you were just gonna play like a really dumb
Yeah, I
handicap
mean-
version of yourself?
Yeah, my first. No. I mean, that's like all I did for the first like year, because I can't act in my normal voice. Like if I were to act in my normal voice, it sounds like I'm reading. You can tell I'm like reading a script or like rehearse stuff. So yeah, I would actually do that voice, which is just kind of like retarded, I guess.
Is there something we're supposed to say that's like more polite than retarded?
I mean,
I like it. Yeah.
It was
I think
mentally
we can all
challenged.
imagine what the voice sounds
Mentally challenged.
But also, I think with that guy, everybody relates to it because we all have that one fucking stoner friend in our circle that's fucking retarded.
It's more like the kid that you like went to high school with that like couldn't wipe his own ass and he had to like have somebody help him wipe
We
his
all
ass.
know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
we all
yeah,
know
yeah.
stoner.
I was the
Yeah.
dude
Yeah,
wiping
he's
his
a stoner.
ass. I would help him out.
Yeah.
You would wipe ass?
Like a handicapped kid's
on.
ass in
That's nice
school.
of you.
Yeah, I was super nice.
What goes up? What goes on?
Just move on. Let everybody believe that one.
With
Yeah.
your Vines, like when you actually the creative process of doing it, do you do it? Is it an instant thing where you get the idea, you do it, or you write it down, or?
Usually, I don't know. It's kind of like similar with Twitter and Vine. Like a lot of times, I'll like record it or write it down, and then a lot of times with I guess like Vine or usually it's just Vine. Like as I'm recording it, other ideas that I can kind of like put into it kind of like pop up. So sometimes I make it too confusing, and because it's only 6 seconds, and then I post it and it fucking blows. Most of the Vines that I spend a lot of time on don't do well, and then I'll make one that's just like improvised and post it out of like frustration, and it'll blow up. So I don't know. I think
don't trust your own instincts.
No, I mean I think when I put I don't know. I think if I'm gonna do that character, it's got to be like improvised. I can't. If I write it down, it's just too,
People relate to the like rawness. Or
yeah, and like the awkward, the whole awkward level of it goes down. The more I like try and like re-record something, it's just.
Is there a different mentality when you're doing like long form stuff for YouTube? Because I noticed you've been going a lot harder with your YouTube channel lately.
I mean, well, because I like it's that's all like improvised. I don't like.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I'll have like an idea.
Right.
And then I'll improvise like, I don't know, a half hour, 15 minutes, a half hour of stuff, and then edit it down to like 3 minutes.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I like doing the YouTube stuff, like longer form stuff, just because, it's different. I mean, and you don't have to be perfect. Like on Vine, it's so short, you kind of have to be.
It's kind of limiting,
Yeah.
You start to feel like, maybe this is all I can be funny in this form, whereas YouTube is.
Well, people started commenting on my YouTube once in a while. They'd be like, wow, it's really good to see that you can actually be funny off of Vine.
Right.
So that was kind of cool, and that's why I sort of started trying to do other things too.
Right. It's weird with YouTube versus Vine, like seeing Vine, people go to YouTube because it's kind of like, here's like a platform where it's way harder to get a following, but then once you do, you can actually monetize it easily.
Yeah.
And there's probably a lot more opportunities. I mean, YouTube has like a huge community, but Vine is like its own weird animal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just two totally different things. And I don't know, YouTube's cool. Vine, again, like Vine really taught me the whole like comedic timing thing.
Right.
Because if it's not perfect, then it sucks.
Right.
So, because it's just so short.
It feels like there's who's that dude with gray hair? Is his name
Bernie Sanders.
Jason Nash or something?
Jason Nash.
Albert Einstein.
He's like an older Viner. It feels like he rounded up a bunch of these younger guys and starts like they all like advertise Ford Focuses now.
Hell yeah.
That's a thing. It's probably like an ad network that they all join.
That's when Vine went south.
Yeah, what kind of like
match between the real funny people and the dudes that were just getting revines for revines.
I think I saw you do a commercial one time, but I couldn't tell if it was a commercial or not. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, is
No,
he
yeah,
fucking
I've
with
done
us?
them. I've done them, and it's funny.
It was brilliant though, because that's how you want it to look.
I mean, if I do one, usually I'll make it way more fucked up than my regular stuff, just because if I'm gonna do one,
you got to keep your.
I've got to like push it like extremely far. I don't know. If I just do something kind of like boring and whatever, people are gonna be pissed. Which at this point I really don't care about. But I mean, I could post a Vine, and I've done ads before and like promoted stuff. But I could post one tomorrow, and there'd be like 1,000 people like, "Oh, you fucking sell out! Like you finally sold out." I mean, it's like I've done it before.
Now you know how Metallica felt in the 90s.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like I've always known how they felt.
They cut their hair.
They did a song with Run DMC.
How dare they?
They cut
See,
their hair. And they
I thought he
fucking
was
got
referring to them
backlash.
suing Napster.
They did a lot of shit. They were called sellouts.
Yeah.
Literally, LimeWire, bro.
In like '92, if you signed a record deal, you'd be a sellout.
Yeah, I'm glad the sellout thing is gone and that now we can just.
It's not though. Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah,
Now
but
it's on
fuck
Vine.
The
It's
Vine
like-
comments.
Let
are
this
the
kid
scum
live.
of the earth.
Those are all the kids that like don't know their colors.
Yeah, it's just
You know what I mean?
That's why at this point it's like whatever. Like,
Anybody who's gonna hate on you for doing something for money that isn't like completely ridiculous is probably a douchebag.
Especially if it's like
Yeah.
something you're good at, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
And if it is
like,
kinda
why-
funny, you
if
know,
you have an
yeah.
insane talent like comedy or whatever the fuck, and like
Right.
you're not making money from it,
Anybody who leaves a comment is stupid.
Oh yeah.
low key.
Like Nick,
Who are your favorite
Nick,
people? Who
Nick
makes you laugh
Colletti
on
reads
Vine?
child porn.
Who makes me laugh on Vine?
I don't read it.
I think, dude, wow, I would really have to.
Do you like this young up and comer named Nick Colletti?
Yeah, young turd.
But did he? So did he influence you early on? Did you like
Nick?
see what Nick was doing?
I didn't even
He's the
know.
OG.
No, I didn't even. I don't think that we even
That's
like
a lie,
knew
Nick.
each
Don't
other
believe that.
until. I don't know. People. I don't even know. I think like because he was on. You were on Twitter, and I didn't. I like at that point like wasn't on Twitter anymore. And then what was your? I think, dude. I think Kylie Jenner shared one of the
flex.
things. It
Did
was,
she? Wow.
No, it was like when you're in the bathroom and you're like, oh my god,
chill
Mom,
Nick
everyone's
looks.
drinking.
Nick looks so chill right now. Whatever.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, holy shit. And then
Nick,
I started,
fuck Kylie Jenner.
and all my friends are like obsessed with Nick. I mean, when they had Vine, I don't know if they still have Vine, but they were like, yo, dude, you got to check out Young Turd.
Young turd, baby.
And yeah, I mean, it was Nick and like I remember Cody and like Zach Piona and Cody Ko when they were kind of coming up, and I don't know, Nut. I've always thought Nut was like funny as fuck.
Nut's funny.
Oh, Nut. Yeah, she's good.
Rope too.
Rope. Ooh. Been on rope.
Yeah, there's a ton of funny people, and then there's some funny edit accounts. I mean,
Those are the best. Those are all.
Yeah, the 12-year-olds they'll do like 7 edits, and they'll like 8th edit will be like, "Hey guys, I got like a big test tomorrow on geometry. Sorry."
dude, and they're so fucking good at it, and I know they're probably like 11 or 12, and they're so good at
Go get
editing.
that. Go do that.
Do you guys remember? Oh my fucking god! What was her name, Adam? BigDickBitch.com.
Oh, what was it?
I'm
Catfish is
interested.
40. Catfish is 40.
I'm listening. I'm fucking
No,
listening.
this is before. I
forget her name, too.
Went clean, where you could have like nudity on it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just
Transvestite.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
CS
Yes.
Madison?
T.S. Madison.
Or T.S. Madison.
T.S. Madison. She
Yes.
was like, what did she say? 22 inches, 22
Dude,
tweed.
yeah.
Remember?
Me-
Is that the one that would always like flop the dick around? It was like it was literally like my arm.
Similar to your vines, where
Yeah.
you build up and then like at the
Yeah.
end you're like surprised.
Me and Catfish made a video.
Giant dick.
Me and Catfish made a video like showing love to her and telling her how hot we thought her dick was, and then she revined it, and I got like mad gay dudes following me on Vine. That day. I was tired.
That was good.
That was
I
like,
just want to say, every time I'm here, you always have like little fun toys. Last
Oh,
time,
I gotta get-
last
I
time
gotta
it was
get-
a chain.
do we? I wish I
Yeah.
knew about fun toys. I don't feel like I.
I mean, for me, I'm kind of like stupid, so like
Easily
like, this
amused.
is a toy. I'm kind of like a cat.
hey, I just found this fucking random ass
Now
joint
on-
in my desk. You guys want to get higher?
Wait, where did we get that joint from?
Chris Long, Royal Buds LA.
Royal Bell Delay. From now on, all the No Jumper guests are gonna
Kush
get a
alert.
gift. So
Kush alert.
Kush alert.
You're fucking hilarious.
This is a Kush alert.
I love it. But all of a sudden, we're in a dance hall club as soon as Roseman decides to smack
That's
that
so
button.
tight. I bet you probably do find
That could be
best-
honestly. That could be anything. Be careful with that.
Wow.
That is insane.
Look at this, dude.
That's a weird looking little head. Point that at the camera for a second. Look at that guy. Ooh.
Wow, that's a great gift.
That is great.
What is this?
That's for being funny. I told
feels
Nick
like
the
my
same
knapsack
thing. We're
when
very
I'm
similar people in that we go throughout our day to try and make somebody smile. And not enough people do that.
That's gay. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
It is gay. You
That's
think
super
it's
gay.
I
but
hate people.
It's not gay. It's just the way you said it was mad gay.
How many people tell you get on a regular basis, say, hey man,
Dude,
thank you so much.
Well,
but
honestly, I mean,
Fans are the worst. If you're a fan of anything that anyone in this room does, just shut up and keep it to yourself. Continue. Now your answer.
dude, no, honestly, when I don't know, yeah, a lot of people will tell me like, yeah, you make me like, I don't know, smile on a bad day and like
Yeah.
some of that shit, but
Just
which
shut
is cool.
up, loser.
But, no,
No,
but
yeah.
somebody, okay, there was this guy though, and this has happened a few times in the past like year. There was this guy that sent me I can't remember if it was an email or like a Twitter message or something. And he was like, hey man, I am 25, I've got a little baby and a wife and blah, blah, blah. I've been addicted to heroin since I was like 16. And he's like, I'm like writing this from my phone and I'm getting like checked into rehab right now. And I just want to let you know. And I think I'd been sober for like 7 or 8 months. And he was like, I want to let you know that like you're the reason that I decided to do this, which was super. I mean, I hadn't really like thought about it yet. And when I was like vining and tweeting, I was really like, I guess open about, like I would talk about it and stuff, but I didn't really like think about how this was kind of like maybe affecting people or like influencing people.
You're saying the addiction talk, like what?
Yeah,
you're
like
going through?
I would kind of, because like I would make vines like this is like almost 3 years ago at this point, where I was like real fucked up or just like a wreck. Like my life was kind of like shitty at the time, and then I think I told like everyone that followed me that I was gonna get sober, go to rehab or something, and then I was gone for like 2 months, and then I came back and I looked completely different. And I don't know, that's when people started commenting like,
Yeah,
wow,
they
you're
must have really known.
yeah, and they were like, wow, your style is like completely changed, like for the better. And yeah, I would like talk about like I don't drink anymore, blah blah blah. And I think it positively influenced
That's a
some
big
people.
barrier to cross as like a comedian online.
Yeah.
Like being open about that. I feel
Well,
like.
I didn't know. Like honestly, I didn't even think about it.
You didn't consider
I think I was
yourself a comedian,
drunk.
right? Oh.
I was no. Well, I don't consider myself a comedian really. But
Especially in the early days, it must have really not felt like you were doing something that would eventually get you.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
respect,
I just did it.
You know? Yeah.
Honestly, I did it because I was like, I dropped out of college and I don't know. I would work at night and
You dropped out to do
No,
comedy? Or
no, I dropped out because I was an alcoholic.
So you're the reverse Lil Wayne.
uh,
Wayne got sober and got bad. You got sober and
yeah.
got good.
Well, yeah, that's it. I don't know if you would call
Gooder.
me good. If I'm gooder.
Who gets good when they get sober? That's a good question. Other famous people who have gotten better because they're artists, you know?
There has
Yeah.
to be a bunch.
Richard Pryor.
Yayvery.
Richard Pryor.
She got what? Hotter, more followers or something?
Tight.
2 years.
Wow, look at her.
Almost 3. And it's funny because I actually reached out to you when you made that Vine, like, hey, going to rehab.
Yeah.
And, like, hit you up, and I was like, hey, I want to let you know that it's, like, really cool to be sober. You know what I mean? Like, you don't
Avery's
have
saying that she hit up Evan when he first started to do that,
And
and
then
she
he
was a
trolled
similar.
me.
And he trolled you?
Yeah.
Got
he was
him.
Like,
I don't remember.
Wow, it all comes out now.
Awesome.
I was probably I don't remember. I mean, when I remember when I went, I think the Vine you're talking about, I was like I think I was in my dad's car and he was about to drop me off. I can't remember if I had gotten out of rehab and I was going to a halfway house. It was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I wasn't really on Vine. I would like actually Vine my roommates. I was with like all these like 60-year-old guys who were just like fried out of their minds.
Wait, in rehab?
No. No.
For a second, I was like,
No.
they don't let you do that.
Well,
No
I was
way.
in a halfway house, and these
Oh,
guys
right, yeah.
were fucking just crazy. So
Well,
I would
that's
like,
almost as bad.
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like doing the Vine in there would be considered very
Well,
inappropriate.
people were commenting like, dude, how are you not drinking? Like living with these guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
it was just like it was in like a shitty part of Michigan, and so I was there for like 2 weeks, and then I went to a different place. And
Passages Malibu.
I wish.
I want to go there. I
Wait, is that
like,
where the guys like I used to be
Yep.
an alcoholic, and now I'm not.
It's like some fake shit.
How'd you
Yeah,
end up in LA
because
after
I-
living in Detroit for that long? Or what, I don't know. Was that important?
Huh?
I don't want to totally
Passages?
hijack it if that was
No,
a quick
I just
follow-up,
feel
yeah.
like I don't know. Watching enough Dr. Drew, it's like you got to do the steps and have a sponsor, right? to
Yeah,
stay
I mean,
sober.
that's kind of the same sort of answer. I ended
Right.
up because
Yeah.
I dated a girl after rehab for I don't know how many. It was a few months, and then I had relapsed. We broke up. It was just out of boredom,
Right.
And I ended up moving to LA partially for sober living. And then partially because, I sort of had some opportunity here. This is 2014 when Vine was a lot bigger too.
Well, if you want to get sober, stay away from drugs and alcohol. LA is the place to be.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's
What do you mean by that? Like a lot bigger?
Well, Vine was just more. I think that it was still like, it wasn't bigger. It was still on the rise.
There was more excitement. There was more excitement.
Well, it was still on the rise, yeah. So I think more people were, like excited about it. Now it's kind of like established itself, and I don't know, but there were like, some opportunities, and then sober living, and it was 2014. So I lived in a sober living house on Rose in Venice, and I was there for I don't know, like a month. It was like this mansion with like 15 rooms, and then I don't know. I kind of like bounced around, and I think the difference between I never like drank in LA. I was there for like 3 months, and it was just too different. Like I grew up in the Midwest where people either go like blue collar or white collar. There's no like creative. There's not a whole lot of creative stuff,
There's
especially in
not room.
Detroit.
Right.
And so it just kind of like freaked me out that people. I mean, I know this is like a good thing, but it was just really overwhelming for me at 25, 26 to be like, wow, people actually are like photographers and like make a living doing that.
Right.
Like it kind of like blew my mind. And I was getting sober again. I had just broken up with my girlfriend. I don't know. It was just too much. So I was here, and that's when Nick and I think first started like kind of talking on the phone. And then he moved here, and I moved back, and I lived back around like Royal Oak for a little bit. And yeah, I
Who
think
hit up who though? Like I mean, I feel like
we
when you
just.
get-
I think like just it was like I think people would always tag us. I think in each other's vines
Okay.
because we were like really similar. So we just started like talking.
That's why I said like the Vine fangirl in me is like freaking out that they're sitting next to each other.
this is big for
Oh, yeah.
Catfish.
We're gonna get a lot of 13-year-old girls watching this.
Really?
podcast.
Fangirl is just in your DNA.
Say
Hell
every
yeah.
swear word.
Fuck,
shit,
shit,
cunt,
cunt,
fucking
vagina,
titties,
ass.
burp.
Tell your parents. Tell your parents you say fuck all the time.
Duty.
Wait, so we're talking to 13-year-old girls right now? I just want you to know that you're hot.
And that's the end of the
And
podcast.
that is the cast. Doot doodle doot doot.
Why? Okay. We need the doot-doodle-loot-doo.
I'm gonna do that till Nardwar comes on this show. Nardwar, the
Is that
human
just
serviette. I'm
constant
calling you out.
reminder that he needs to come here? I'm pretty sure Nardwar already loves us.
I want to turn the tables on Nardwar.
I have no reason to
DMX
believe that.
podcast,
But
we have an actual thing that I do. Skibbity bop ba doo bop ba doo ba doo bop. And kids get pissed when we don't.
when he doesn't do it, that's the intro of every single thing. But there was like one podcast where he forgot to do it and he did it like 30 minutes in. And that was
And that's funny, but see, like the No Jumper audience would not. That shit would fly.
no. We're getting like a cool hip rap track for the No Jumper intro. Charlie's working on it. Charlie's been saying he's going to do it for about 3 months. So
I'll do it.
Listen to this man, I'll do it.
an actual real deal musician, I don't know. It's so much more compelling to just let my stupid ass friend do it.
I'll do it.
See, but then yours is going to be like, wah, 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 wah.
No.
Dude, it'll be like,
So you're the point.
wow, 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 wow.
How come you didn't go to this fucking Suicide Boys show that we were all at last night?
Me?
Yeah, you hate music?
No, dude, I was chilling, man.
That's actually a question that people ask. They want to know what kind of music you're into.
Dude, I knew you guys were gonna ask that. I listen to like Justin Bieber and like old classic rock.
Really?
You
I
strike
don't-
me as a Ted Nugent type of dude.
No, well, Radiohead was my favorite band in like high school, but that was like so long ago because I'm like almost 30 now.
I was in a room full of people who were all talking about Radiohead the other day, and they were all acting like anybody who didn't know all about Radiohead was so out of touch. And I'm just sitting there thinking, I don't know anything about
Yeah,
Radiohead.
they're
I wouldn't know
cool.
a
They're cool.
Radiohead
Dude, well that's
song if
like the
somebody threw a
typical
Radiohead
Radiohead
at my head.
fan. I don't know anything about music, so I try not to speak about shit that I'm not, you know. So yeah, like Justin Bieber, Radiohead, and like
But
I don't
are
know,
you-
Jimi Hendrix.
Do you like his new album?
Bieber?
His new album?
Yeah,
Dude,
actually,
it's so
I
good.
fucking
It's
love
so
it.
good. It's so good.
Are you
Honestly,
the type
like-
of Bieber fan that's like excitedly waiting for the new album?
No,
or are
'cause
you
I
just-
mean, dude, I guess I'm like one of the few people that I know that I actually liked a lot of his like Baby and all that shit. I mean, it doesn't sound bad to me. It's like pleasing to the ears.
I'm down.
So,
Yes,
but yeah, I
if
mean,
you like it, just say
dude,
you
I
like
didn't-
it, man.
I-
We
yeah, I
fucking
love
listen to
Justin
some
Bieber.
horrible shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna
But-
go see him on Monday the 21st. I got meet and greets too.
Me,
hell yeah.
Support the
pay for him.
Shake the Bieber.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to rap squat in the
You should
photo.
invite him onto the show.
Robesman supporting the
You wanna see
scene.
a
Support local pop stars.
Have you ever purchased an Eminem album?
No, because I grew up in the Napster era, so I probably like just downloaded everything and fucked my computer up a few times.
But what Eminem album holds the most space in your heart? if any?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to say what was the last one, like Rehab or something?
Rehab, and then wasn't there Detox or
Detox.
No,
I
no,
think-
not Detox.
No, I
That's
wouldn't
Country
say.
Track, sorry,
Dude, I remember when I heard those, I was like, damn, like he really kind of like grew up. But I think like his first. Back
Yeah.
in like what was it, like 98 when he
Yeah.
kind of like hit everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, driving to like sports things and you're like 8 years old, like blasting that shit, like, and your parents are like, "What the fuck is this?"
So you're like a relationship guy?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I have a really hard time getting like close to people, which I think on Vine is why I like fuck around so much because I have a really hard time being serious.
That's a consistent thing with like anybody who's popping on the internet is they have a hard time getting close to people. I feel like.
It's just weird. Like I have a hard time letting my guard down. I mean, once I do, I'm extremely, open
Loving.
and everything. But I just have a really hard time with stuff like that. I don't know.
So you would never do like the thing where like you and your friend are fucking a girl at the same time and his dick's in the butt and your dick's in the vagina.
I don't know.
And
I
your
mean,
balls
as
are
long as-
grazing each other. Would you do that?
As long
Adam's
as they're
staying
like,
on
Are
brand.
you on Tinder? Are you on Tinder?
I
a real
actually
question.
am.
Oh my fucking god.
Let's
Are
get
you on
wait, but the
Tinder?
balls grazing the
Oh,
balls.
Fuck.
You on Tinder?
You can't even imagine.
Me now too. I'm back on Tinder.
Dude, I've never met anybody from Tinder, like on Tinder, but I used to, like when girls would ask me, like if they would recognize me, like, what are you doing on here? I mean, I'd be like, I just use it to like fuck with people. I don't know, it's like
To
really
fuck
good
people?
content. To fuck people.
You should do your picture and say, I'm just here for dinner. That's all you do. I guarantee you'll get dinner every night. Just Red Lobster. You
I
can get
mean,
Red Lobster.
well,
there.
Red Lobster's so
Every
good.
night of the week.
No, but you should put in the description, lost my wallet, so they buy
Oh, hell
There
yeah,
it is.
dude.
lobster.
They're all going to be like 32, a little bit overweight, square glasses.
Or-
I mean-
but
You
should just-
there's free food, especially Red Lobster.
Do a
swipe
screen
right.
capture of your followers. Like,
I
just
should.
The number of your
I should like have like
That should be one of your
No, yeah.
photos on Tinder.
have like
It's
myself
the screenshot of the
actually
vibe.
cropped out of it.
That's
but,
like
my
you. That's like
followers-
you on like the main stage with like the fucking crowd. It's just like such a flex.
Can we throw this idea
guess
out
it
here that
works.
we've been tossing around? Is that making a no jumper Tinder account? And I'm not sure what the profile would say, but it might be something along the lines of like, "Hey, have sex with us, and then we'll talk about you on the podcast."
No.
Picture is just Evan
Listen.
and Nick with their shirt off.
I figured this out. Adam, listen to me.
Thinking about it. Okay.
We get a Tinder Tinder account and we just have a date and the address and we say what the podcast is and we have 100 girls show up here and we speed date all of them
On air?
on air.
Oh, now that's a good idea. Because we could have like a chaperone who is kind of shuffling.
And when we don't like
it,
them, we're like, next.
Imagine a huge queue of 100 girls around the block in Skid Row at night.
You're just like, when you're not
turn
feeling it,
into
you're
an
like,
orgy
no, fuck out of here. That would be so
But we got to just tell them straight up, like, nah, I wouldn't fuck you, but I might eat your butt in an elevator or something. You know, just tell them like exactly what I would want to do with them.
Just like, cool, thanks, bye.
If they know the camera's on, you can ask them weird questions like, what's the longest time you've ever ate in a dude's butt?
2 minutes.
2 minutes? 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
But do you think buttholes are gross?
Honestly, yeah. I don't get the whole like anal thing.
Really?
I don't
Because
get
you're
it.
27. I'm 30. Actually, hold on. He's 32. That's all he does.
I haven't figured out the anal thing.
I don't know, I just
Age.
don't get it.
40, it gets fucking weird. I shove both fucking arms in the ass.
Yeah.
Catfish's girlfriend is right here.
Yeah.
Here.
Hand the camera over to see her.
Escort, I just met her.
She's an escort. I believe that. Okay, I'll buy that.
I believe that.
Yeah. You ever been to a prostitute?
No, I have not.
You ever thought about it?
I think I've probably I downloaded one of those apps to what is it, something encounters.
Grinder.
Grinder.
Wait, do they have they have
Roper.
actual prostitute?
Well, no,
apps?
it's
I
like
didn't know that.
it's like female escort, or no, it's like escorts. But I downloaded it because I wanted to be like an escort for women.
You wanted to do this?
No, I just wanted to see if that would be like an option for me, like at some point.
Right.
But it's not. I couldn't find anything.
But what if someone here that you trusted told you hey, I got 10 G's for you, and you got to just go fuck this old lady for an hour?
I mean,
Catfish said that.
Like real old and real nasty.
I don't know.
No,
Now that you're
old,
actually.
If she's over 70, she's not trying to fuck. 60 maybe.
That's what.
What Adam's asking is what is 10 G's to you right now?
No, that is kind of the whole question, right?
That's
Yeah.
the question. He just kind of asked your net worth. I mean,
Because 10
didn't
G's,
ask it.
to a lot of people, could be not the biggest deal in the world, and to a lot of people, it could
To
be
get her,
okay, I will
nothing.
suck a dick for
Literally
10 G's.
nothing to get her.
Oh, Getter literally walked in here, he threw 100 on the ground, and just fucking
I peed on it.
peed on
peed
it,
on it and laughed.
took a shit on
Would
it.
you rather go through life
curled it
without
up in his
an arm
hand.
or
He also
with
washed his
your
hands.
ear where your nose is and vice versa? What the fuck?
I would rather. I mean, if I didn't have an arm, then there'd be a ton of cool prosthetic shit that I could get. It wouldn't even have to be an arm.
Or what about this sentence? Oh, have you heard of this guy, Evan Breen? He's really funny on Vine. Oh, no, I never heard of him. Oh, he's got one arm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Or no, dude's got a wing, like a mechanical.
Oh yeah.
who's the most paid Viner? Is it Nash Greer?
Yeah.
Dude, those kids are worth fucking millions. All
Really?
of them. Yeah, I mean, because I think they were in that MagCon thing. Actually, I know. I don't know why I said I
What's
think.
Mad Cunt?
MagCon.
I love that
oh,
style.
Mad
You got
Con.
that
It was
style,
like a
though.
tour. It was a tour they did, and they just made a ton of money. All of them.
Have you been invited on those tours?
I wish I would do it. I would definitely do that.
Get the meet and greet and all
I
that
don't know if I
package?
could. What?
What do they do in MagCon?
I think they just talked. They just shake.
No, they'll
people's
go on
hands.
stage and they'll do
Oh,
skits.
they lip sync. They lip sync songs.
Stop.
Followed 100,000 people.
Fish,
Sorry.
you are an idiot. Stop talking not into the mic. Stop holding side conversations.
Have some
That's not how this
respect
works.
for
Also,
fucking
these
legends.
these cost $1. Put that back, you fucking scumbag.
Evan, do you know what this is?
Just spoke.
Motherfucker, you're ruining the whole
Fill the
interview.
wheel with it.
All right,
were we?
so Nash Greer is the most paid Viner.
Dude, yeah, I
Are
mean,
those
all
kids?
those kids, they just
That kid
bang.
Marcus Johns that came out and they hyped him up so big and then he didn't do anything.
Marcus, dude, I think he was already popular when I got on.
His whole,
And he had some
brand is
funny,
God and,
well, he had some
loving
funny
God.
stuff.
Jesus blew that for him.
He had some funny stuff, and then all those guys though, they've kind of moved on to other things.
Did you ever meet Matt
do it.
Kushel or Ariel Vandenberg?
I've never met them, but I've talked to both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I like both of them.
I see him around town and I'm a fan.
This is the deep Vine.
I like to get
Oh, yeah.
Viner talk here with Rube.
Because every night before bed you get on Vine and you watch 30 minutes to an hour. Why not?
Everyone does it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Not I. I don't know. I don't really know.
Your
about
life
this.
could be funnier.
You're like the cool old grandpa with tattoos, but you don't know what the fucking iPad is. I'm surprised that you can do this right
I want to go follow all
Really
the people you
advanced.
guys follow because then I feel like I'll get a good when I look at it, it's like Amazon, Sheena, and fucking
No, Victor Pope Jr. is a
T.S.
must
Madison.
follow.
Oh, dude, Victor's great. Yeah.
This guy Earham, Irham, like has really quality.
Oh yeah, the Diesel Jeans guy.
Casey Frey. You know Casey Frey?
Wait, is he the guy who has the long hair and talks about like my lady, or who's that guy?
No.
Jacob Reinhardt.
Oh no, that's
Oh, Jacob.
Yo,
No,
the best guy ever was Vince Vaughn Egan.
Vaughn.
Rest in peace, Vaughn.
Oh, Vince Vaughn.
And Vaughn, if you're
Finally
listening, you're
somebody
welcome
I
on the
know.
show anytime. I'll fly you out.
Dude.
Oh, yes.
Just
Dude, I
Vaughn
still think
Egan.
one of the funniest dudes is Black Nash Greer. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
know
yeah.
Black Nash Greer. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he's
His
funny.
memes are on a different level.
So
That's what I mean about like those edit like meme things. They're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's just fucking.
The worst
Yeah.
guy ever is that guy who's like the prank guy who like I peed on your shoe while you were in the stall.
Lance.
Oh,
that was what I was
Lance.
talking about.
Too fucking
That
tough.
dude, that kid is
sucks
everything.
dick,
He's
right?
everything that is wrong with Vine because I've been in
Mike?
since the beginning of Vine. No, that kid makes me fucking furious because he
Mike.
is one of the kids that followed. For a month he followed 100,000 people.
So he fucked the game up.
He fucked the game up and then he unfollowed them and then he did a couple funny vines, those fake prank vines, and now now he's making a living on it. I
Bro,
don't
it's a
like that
prank,
little-
bro.
A lot of people unfollow to get their start back in the day. Anybody here willing to cop to it?
100,000 people. Yeah.
100,000 is a lot. That's unbelievable. That's a lot of tapping.
It's like white little
That's
beast.
yeah. It's like a month of.
What's the most cheating or if any cheating you've done on social media?
Ooh.
Nick revined me.
Oh shit! You're texting him, hey, revive me.
No, yeah.
That is
I think it's
fucked
when
up.
he started living with me.
How often do you guys get hit up for revines?
Really never anymore.
Shout
Yeah.
outs? So you guys don't ever get hit up?
I get hit up.
Yeah, shout
randomly.
outs.
For shout outs.
Yeah, it's so weird.
What's the best hit up you've gotten besides obviously Evan?
Yeah,
best
Evan's like a legendary hit up. I don't know. When Mac Miller reached out to me for the first time, that was really cool.
Ooh.
I was like, because I'm from Pittsburgh and then he's from Pittsburgh. And
Right.
oh shit. I don't know. It's just a cool moment. I was like, cool.
I once in a while ask Base Jesus for the retweet. Did it like 2 or 3 times. Look how fucked up. Now he's in the No Jumper group chat though.
Nice.
Base Jesus is a
Base-
Twitter guy. He's funny.
No.
Yeah.
He's
Dude,
young too, isn't he? He's young.
So nobody cheated here. You guys won't even tell
Dude,
us.
I think my, I don't know. I've never cheated. I think I didn't give a fuck enough about Vine until I got kind of popular on it, and then I'd already had like a following, I guess. Actually, Pete, you know who?
Wow. Broken bottle in the studio.
Dude, no, this was like the first cool moment. Kind of like Mac reaching out to Nick. I had done a Vine where, I don't know, I don't really remember. It was about like kids going off to college, and now the parents are talking about like they can have sex again, and they both like start gagging. And in Pete Holmes, he followed me like that day, and then he sent me. I already followed him on Twitter, and he followed me and sent me a message being like, "Hey, I just want you to know my special whatever is coming out in like a few months, and I have a joke on there that's really similar to that Vine. I just want you to know that I didn't like steal it or anything. And I think you're
bullshit.
really funny." No, but I thought that was really cool. Like
Fuck you, Pete.
of him to do. Like, who the fuck am I to
Right.
him? And he, you know, he's like a
That's cool.
famous comedian. I thought that was like the first moment where I was like, wow, people are actually watching.
As
this.
a Viner though, does that happen frequently where jokes get jacked?
Yeah,
Because
well,
jokes get jacked a lot in the comedy
dude.
world a lot, but is it a whole thing with like real deal comedians
Yeah.
doing it to online people?
No, I don't think any real comedians do. It's just like people. I think it's more popular accounts jacking.
Oh, that
like
for sure,
less
yeah,
popular. Yeah,
World Star Funny.
Because they have like bots that detect when tweets get more than like 500 or 1,000 retweets. Because I've seen videos that I put up that were not even like they were only funny to me or to my friends, but they'll get like 1,000 retweets and then they get jacked from these other accounts that clearly don't understand. Like, because one of them was like Stevie doing a trick and then Xavier rolling up and rapping.
Oh, yeah,
and,
here, yeah.
and it went on some like LOL Rob Dyrdek account or some shit.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really make sense if you don't really know who Xavier is and you don't know that it's funny that he's just like riding his bike around rapping. Like to a normal person, it would probably seem like just a regular guy, which that was what I found confusing about them stealing
The
it.
internet's the wild, wild west because it's just like my friend has a tweet with 80,000 retweets, and the path that thing has taken through the internet
Really?
and the
Yeah.
circles it's made, and it's just like how to claim ownership, how to monetize
Right.
if you want to, how to be like that's actually. It was a picture of her dog at a Halloween party. and her dog had a costume on, and it was like in the corner, all traumatized. And she's like, I brought my dog to a Halloween party, and it's the only one dressed up, and it's like fucking scared looking. But it's like everywhere, and it's like, how do you? I mean, again, if you make a Vine, how do you like stop someone from reposting or pulling it down? I don't know how that's supposed to work.
Do you think one day we'll have like a
any monetizing companies?
copyright
What's that?
system?
Do you work with any monetizing companies?
I mean,
for Vine?
kind of. It's you can't really monetize on Vine, and I never cared about people like stealing my stuff until I realized that some of the stuff. I mean, people will. Like, I do work with a company that takes some of my Vines, they like rip them off of Vine, or I give them some of my Vines, and then they put them on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like, they own like a few big channels with like, you know, really popular like compilation
Jukin?
things. What's that?
Jukin Entertainment?
No. Well,
okay.
I collab, and then I've talked to like Full Screen a few times, and like just, you know, like them. And so, yeah, I mean, that's really the only way you can monetize Vine, unless, you know, you do like an ad. Which that's not, you know, Vine paying you.
An ad is like $5,000.
I mean, it
$2,000.
definitely depends.
Because
it's like,
we had
Will they ever do it based on how it does, or does the
well,
money
they
come
came out with socialbluebook.com recently,
so you know your
where
price.
it literally tells everybody's like exact price within to like the $100.
So when you were saying like 2K14, it felt people were like, oh, the sky's the limit with Vine, so let's just give this person $30K and see where this ad goes, kind of thing, and hopefully it'll go viral.
Kind of, yeah. And I mean,
scaled back.
Well, the thing about like Vine is it's like so easy for anyone, even like a person on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube or Vine, like for me to reach, like now if I did one today, I have 1.5 million on Vine, plus like, you know, Twitter and Instagram and everything, it would immediately reach almost 2 million people. Whereas if they wanted to pay, like Matthew McConaughey doing the Lincoln ads, you have to be watching TV, you have to be watching that channel at the right time. So it's still like valuable, I guess, to companies like social media. I'm sure you guys know that.
They have like more direct analytics of how that's going to perform, and actually, and also they can do like micro experiments where they can spend a couple thousand, whereas like doing a TV campaign is automatically millions. You know?
Yeah. So and it's cool. I mean, I think my favorite thing is working with a lot of these like smaller clothing companies. Just, you know, they'll like give you some stuff that's just kind of cool, and it's cool to just like wear it and like. Thousands of people like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? Like,
Robesman is literally going to give you a T-shirt right now.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, speaking of smaller clothing companies, I'm the smallest one out. You don't got to wear this. I mean, if you want it.
Oh no, I'll wear it, dude. Nice. I don't have any long sleeve tees. That's actually
what size are you?
Dude, I'm like I wear XL because I shrink everything because I suck at doing laundry.
It might do more for your like streetwear image if you
just wear. This is a large. Just wear it once and then throw it away.
Just never wash it.
Hey, comment if you think that Grinchy69 to the left of me should get a new backpack. Look at this thing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I thought you were gonna pull out like a sick backpack. And be like, yeah.
You guys know about this backpack?
You fit 30 pairs of Birkenstocks in there.
Trade Center when it
Yeah, that's what that looks like. Yeah.
17th floor, he got himself out.
Somebody used this to
told you
parachute
don't talk
to
about that on the
safety.
podcast,
Yeah, somebody definitely used that as a parachute.
That is rough. What's your favorite Vine you've ever done?
Didn't you already ask this?
Dude, I remade one, and everyone got pissed at me, but it was like where I get my hat stuck in the window, where I'm pretending to talk to my mom. Thanks, man. I'm pretending to talk to my mom outside of like the window, and I'm like, all right, bye, mom. And then I roll the window up, and I kind of like turn my head, and my hat gets caught in the window. And then I yell at my fake because I don't really have friends.
I've seen this. This is classic.
And then I yell at my friend in the back, like, give me my hat back, thinking that he took it. And then I say something like about, we're not going to go to Uncle Cracker if you don't give me my hat back. And then I like turn my head back around and the hat like sticking in the window like scares the shit out of me. So yeah, I remade that, and I just thought like that was it was a really good Vine. I don't think a lot of my Vines are really that like good or funny.
Uncle Cracker,
Evan?
the guy who performs with Kid Rock, or what?
Yeah.
Who else at this table would think of what he just did like that? He's one of the most advanced brains in this table.
Nobody knew who the fuck Uncle Cracker was. They're like, I think that he said something about a crackhead, and like none of these little kids knew that I was talking about Uncle Cracker, and that kind of was, you know, weird. I remember.
If you mumble something, they'll get in the comments.
Well, yeah,
what do you say?
Yeah, and but yeah, that was.
I remember watching a Vine like 100 times in a row trying to figure out what the fuck one word was, and I was just like, what is
Just
that?
Google the text of it.
Can I say my favorite Evan Breen Vine is the jellyfish one?
I don't remember like half my vines.
You passed out on the beach. You woke up and you saw a jellyfish.
Oh.
And you passed out again.
Yes,
You woke up,
and my
saw a
voice is like, yeah.
jellyfish.
You have a very unique last name because it's a color, but with a different letter to start it off, almost like you're in the Bloods and you like chose to like
Hell yeah.
convert
It sucks
your
talking
name.
to people on the phone because they always write down green, so I have to tell them like green with a B.
What is it? What ethnicity is Breen?
It used to be O'Brien
That's brazy.
back before Ellis Island.
Really?
That's what my
Before your relatives
family told
joined
me.
the
Irish,
Bloods.
yeah. I think I'm mostly Irish and German, and Cherokee Indian, but you can't really like see it.
Interesting.
That would explain the drinking.
Yeah,
you,
no,
Can't you
yeah.
get paid if you're an Indian dude?
Yeah, well, you can get
Or a Native American.
If you have a certain amount, I think you can get like free college and all that, and like certain things.
That'd be tight. You could learn for free.
Learn for free.
You're like, yeah, I'm 99%. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's $1 million.
Free college probably sounds so good to a lot of people. Not
Thank
me.
you.
Like, oh, tight, boring.
Raise your hand if you finished college at this table.
Wow.
I was there
losers.
for I was there for 6
Yo,
years.
we're the 2 lowest follower counts here.
That's right.
Is that accurate?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start calling you into account there. Yeah.
Nah, don't go to college.
You're right. I got fucking nothing.
If you go to, I bet statistically you could prove that people who go to college have less Instagram followers.
Yeah. My degrees keep me warm, though, you know.
I don't call them followers. I call them friends.
Fans and friends.
That was adorable.
That was actually pretty. I like how we said the word "gay" a lot to describe Catfish earlier. And there's no other word you could use to
He
describe
always
you.
gives me shit, but I come with the hard questions like this one. Have you ever been attacked by an animal?
Animal.
Yes, a squirrel. I actually hate squirrels now because of it.
Fuck squirrels, please.
How does a squirrel attack?
I was riding my bike.
Who's
and I
covered
was,
in peanut butter for
Well, I
a
was
vine?
like, yeah, I was 8 and I was covered in peanut butter, and I was riding my bike next to a fence, and there was a squirrel on the fence, and yeah, it just jumped on my back, and it was on my back for like 10 seconds, and I had like a bunch of holes and shit in my shirt.
That's absolutely terrifying.
That's what happened to Getter.
That story's real.
That's what happened to get a shirt too.
yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
What's the place called?
First class.
First Class. We need some squirrel hoodies, please, sent to
Hell
the
yeah.
Hey,
office.
I really hope I'm not butchering their name. Otherwise, like some random company called First Class is gonna be like, dude, free shout out.
Yeah, that might happen. Right. What?
What's 2000? I'm gonna keep hitting with the
I got
questions.
chased through a Walmart parking lot by a fucking huge dog one time. Had it pedaling as fast as I
Dude.
could. The dog was like catching up on me. Like I wasn't helping
Yeah.
that I was pedaling so
I
hard.
just watched
Yeah.
a video of a guy today getting his
Mike.
fucking arm bitten off by a goddamn alligator. He went to like some fucking alligator show where you kiss the alligator. The guy's standing behind him. The alligator just turns around and gets his
Yeah.
whole fucking.
And then they roll. It's fucked up.
That'll do it.
It's nature, though.
I remember one time I was at a crab feed by my old house, like when I lived with my dad, and there was like a huge dog there that bit the fuck out of my leg. Like I was bleeding everywhere, but I didn't want to tell anybody. So like I skated up to like the thing and it bit the shit out of me and then just like looked at me like, yeah, bitch, what's good? And then like I was like, ow, that really hurt. And then so my leg's bleeding and all fucked up and I'm just like eating crab and then I'm like, I'm gonna go home now. Thanks for the crab. And then, like later I was like, Dad, look at my leg. He's like, what the fuck? What happened? It was tight.
Like weeks later.
That's what it is to be a little kid. Like
My leg's
It's all
falling off.
crusty.
remember as a
Think you'll
kid,
get in trouble for getting bit by a dog?
little kid, you might be embarrassed to getting bit by an animal.
No, I was just like, I didn't know what to do. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh fuck, that was crazy.
Are you a dog guy?
Yeah, but when I stayed at their place for a few days, and they've got these 2 cats, Puff and the other one. I can't remember his name. And honestly, like they always talk shit about him, but I think they're like the cutest things ever.
Oh, cats are so great.
I love dogs, but I think as I get older, they just like annoy the shit out of me.
yeah.
Like they won't.
They know the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
They're too much. They do too much.
Yeah.
But cats are also fucking dicks.
Cats don't really
Yeah.
do that much though. Like the
Well,
the worst thing that a cat can do is to like piss or shit where he lives. Dogs do that automatically.
Adam hasn't pet his cat since 2009.
Lies. I pet him almost every day.
That's why his hands are so dirty.
Yeah, look at my hands are so dirty because I was petting this dirty ass cat.
Yeah, you know what, Evan, you're interesting because I don't know. I didn't know how this interview was gonna go, but I felt like you're very kind of composed. Like I'm not gonna say serious, but like you're giving like well thought out, good answers and stuff like that. And I guess
Well, I don't know. I think that's why that girl was so disappointed.
That you
like
weren't
years
retarded.
ago.
That's
Yeah.
the hard thing that you guys have to live up to. Like you were talking about earlier, like how often is it for you like be in a conversation or like you're standing around people and you can tell that people are waiting for you to say something funny.
Yeah. I mean, It's kind of weird. It kind of sucks sometimes. Like I used to get like serious once in a while on like Twitter, and you know, like once in a while it would backfire. I mean, people would just get pissed at me for having like an actual opinion about something,
Right.
Yeah,
or
it's crazy.
which I don't know. I mean, it's like I guess I would consider it a kind of a comedy account. So if I say anything serious, I almost wish I was like an anonymous account sometimes.
Yeah, Evan Breen, serious, secret, anon account.
But can
An
you
account.
be sad and honest, and then also like have it be on brand? That's the question.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
Yeah, well, one of my YouTube videos, accidentally, I recorded it and I said something about dropping out of college and my girlfriend breaking up with me and something else. And when I said it, it was like really funny in my mind. And then I was watching the video and I was like, it looks kind of like I'm having like a mental breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was gonna put funny music behind it, but I ended up finding this kid who's kind of he's like a Russian composer, and there's no royalties or anything on his music, so I used one of the songs, and it was turned into this like really dramatic video. And it I guess unless you like have watched me before, it
Right.
wasn't funny.
Yeah.
But I posted it anyway, and all these people were like messaging me and like Snapchatting me like, "Are you okay? Like, are you
Right.
gonna like kill yourself?" And it was supposed to be funny, but I don't know. I guess whenever I do talk about like serious things, I think a lot of people, it like catches them off guard, and I don't know. It makes me feel kind of uncomfortable at this point to like get real on the internet. There's really no point, I guess.
If you take a girl out on a first date,
Oh boy, yeah. How much do you tell her about
If
you?
she,
well, are
if
you cracking jokes? Or are you
No, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm
Hi.
kind of
Never
like
make
We're
her
going
laugh.
to dinner.
I'm
now.
just like really dry. Like, yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think being creepy is like funny. Honestly, like I think it's
True.
really funny.
But okay, say,
But
say
everybody
you
in the
meet a girl
world
and you
expects
go on
to
a
take
date with
girl
her.
to Chipotle, and you'd be like, "You're gonna have the burrito. I really want to eat your pussy."
You
I
go,
mean, I think stuff like that is hilarious. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
but if
I
you
don't know.
just met a girl in real life and went on a date with her, would you like suspend telling her about your like outrageous
Yeah.
Vine popular? You're like not gonna mention this so much later?
Yeah, most of the time, like there was actually this girl I was like kind of, I guess, talking to, like texting, and I don't know. She eventually, she actually like stopped talking to me. I think it's just because I was being real, which is extremely boring. And
Yeah.
so she kind of stopped talking to me, and then like 2 or 3 months later, she texted me like, "Wait, you're like famous on the internet?" And I was like, "No, I mean I have internet accounts, but they're whatever." And then she kept like asking me about them, which at that point I was really put off by
yeah,
her.
she wanted followers.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really tell people. I don't really.
That's the type of chick you need to fuck just to get her back. Like, oh,
Yeah.
and
The
fuck,
fucked up,
fuck
the
her and then
fucked up
spit
thing
in her
about
bed
society is that if I met you guys out,
with rope.
I would have to act like I didn't know who you were in LA. But because we're on a podcast, I can say I'm a fan. I like your shit. But like if Brandon,
have to play it cool. You
introduced
don't
me,
have
I'd be
to
like,
play it
oh
cool.
hey, what's up? Yeah,
Dude,
nice to meet you.
I
I would wait, but I would wait a couple days and then I would tell you.
Oh, cool.
Because I feel like when you come at somebody like a fan in LA, no matter what like you're doing, it's just like you get put in a different level.
If I saw either of you guys at the bar, real talk, and I had that fucking hand buzzer, I would try and do the hand buzzer.
I would compliment him off the jump because I'm like assuming that
because you're also popping.
No,
I'm
yeah,
not
that's why I was just
popping.
realizing why. Like, because if it was like some little kid, then yeah, you might think that they're
Yeah,
weird.
I'm just a little kid.
Dude, I get more like recently, especially in LA. I get more like guys, like men, like older than me, like come up to me and like take pictures and stuff, which I like. I like that. I mean,
You like
if
older
there's
men?
yeah, I love older men, and I think that
Nick.
when somebody like my age, which I'm assuming sort of has like my mentality and is like mature, actually thinks I'm funny, as opposed to like no offense to like little like 12-year-olds, but I mean I would rather somebody that's like an adult.
No.
If you're 12, right? I'm 12 in the comments.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck you, Lance 210.
My friends, I have some friends who are like rappers, but they're like more popular in the underground scene. So most of their fans are like white or Mexican or whatever. But then
Yeah.
once in a while, like a real hood dude will come up to them after a show and like show them love, and I'll see that makes them way happier
Yeah.
than all the little white kids.
Yeah.
So, little white kids, they could annihilate them.
Dude, I mean,
They
it's,
suck. Fuck them.
It's
White people.
just like like if somebody that I don't know, somebody more on like my wavelength
Yeah,
rather than somebody just like incessantly liking shit.
Have you ever fucked a fan? In your opinion?
Well, I dated one. Well, she was a fan, and none of her friends knew who I was. I don't think they gave a shit, but we dated for a while, and I don't know. I've never fucked a fan. I think Nick's probably like the 6th person I've met that I've fucked off social media.
Damn.
No, I don't meet people off social media.
Right.
I mean, I'm like so fucking awkward.
You ever go to any of the meetups?
I've never done a meetup. I think that stuff is like so awkward.
The thing is, you're not awkward. You're just not the same as your vines.
Yeah, that's probably. I
So
mean,
you probably like that's probably in your head where you're
We
like,
should do a meet and greet here with these two, sponsored by Royal Beds LA, and they could just be the high guys.
Oh, a cushion grate. Yeah,
if you guys all walked into the same room,
Convention grade.
who gets recognized the most?
Nick, good question.
Too, both of them.
Because
See, I recognize you guys the most.
Well, I was at with Yayvery and Tanner at dinner the other day, and somebody asked Tanner for a picture, and then I kind of was just like eating. And the kid like looked at me like, dude, like, Evan, are you gonna get up? And I was actually really surprised. I thought he was just, you know.
He's like, Evan, take the picture.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like Getter takes his hat off.
Damn, that is what happened.
Getter takes the hat off. Boom. He's, you know, like Blake. Oh no, it's still there. It's still there.
Oh, show the cam. Show the cam. Hey.
It still looks the same. It's still a different color.
Blue and then
No,
red
yeah,
and then
yeah.
purple and then purple. And then
Well, Blake Babe showed us that when he has his high haters hat on, everybody knows who he is. Takes it off, boom, nobody knows.
Nobody?
Which is pretty. It's a good superpower.
I'm just like, I don't know.
I think this might be
guess-
the Kush. The Kush might be here, just for the record, Nick.
I don't know. I just my hair
Is
and I
there a
was wearing
Kush
fucking
alert?
jeans.
Nick, if there's a Kush alert, put it out right now because we gotta know.
I don't know. I have to see if there is one.
It may or may not be an
Kush alert could be coming,
I don't
could be
wanna-
not.
I don't want to put out any false cushions.
What does Evan Breen have planned for 2016?
Dude, well, I don't know. I'm like writing some stuff. I've got like a few concepts that I'm just kind of like turning into dialogue, and then Thine Bear, Stephen Thine, he's like a Twitter account. I don't know if you guys follow him or whatever, but he's fucking hilarious. So we're kind of like writing some shit that I don't know, like some of my older tweets or vines or anything. Just I've got like a ton of like notes in my computer and phone that I don't know. I'm just gonna be like writing a lot and trying to. I don't know, get it to different like the digital network type things, or just putting stuff on YouTube. And I still do like the Vine stuff. It's just
It was stuck to her butt.
I'm just gonna put this out
Avery
there.
was
Have you
sitting
ever
on this
seen,
thing, and then when she got up, it was stuck to her butt.
Have you ever seen the movie Coming to America?
no.
Coming to America with Eddie Murphy.
Roping to America. you
Oh,
mean?
Eddie Murphy and who else is in the movie? You and
That thing,
Colletti.
that was stuck to
Coming
her.
to America.
Arsenio Hall was in there.
Arsenio Hall. You and Colletti.
hell
I feel
yeah.
like Evan's character, like the stoner dude from from his vines, kind of like stoner guy who's mad at his parents, talks under his breath a lot. Could be like a definite, if not a leading role, like a strong supporting role in like a major Judd Apatow movie or something like that. Like I could see that happening. I just don't know how to write that into anything. Or,
He's
I
got
don't
a
know.
good
I
look
mean-
about him.
Both of them in their characters as a movie. As you can
Dude,
sit
yeah.
there and watch
Yeah.
that.
That would
Those
be-
two in
well,
your
dude.
characters. Oh my god.
I don't know if you guys remember. Do you remember Frog or Krispy Kreme or Froggy Fresh?
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, the YouTube, because he lives in Michigan. He did like the satirical rap things. He lives in Michigan, and we've spoken a few times about writing kind of getting like a pilot together. That's kind of like Trailer Park Boise.
Right.
And whenever I'm in Michigan, I don't know, we're gonna try and like get something together, just because he's fucking hilarious. And
Is that
I
a
don't know.
character he plays? Like,
Yeah, dude,
okay.
he's actually like a genius.
Really?
Yeah,
Good.
he's like a fucking genius. And I guess it's kind of, I'm not a genius, but we're sort of like, we play these like idiots on the internet, and he's way better than I am at it. He makes like really long YouTube videos. But yeah, dude, I mean, if we could get something, I don't know, and in the meantime, I'm just like writing stuff, and I've got like I don't know, I made some like fucking videos about smoking beer on YouTube.
Just was watching those. Yeah.
And I mean, they were just like fucking around, and somebody shared one of them on Reddit, and it blew up. Which I don't really get that many views on YouTube. I think I got like 100,000 in like a day, and then which for me is a lot. And then everyone told me to make a second one, so I did, and that was the same thing. So I don't know. I think as far as YouTube, I'm just like fucking around
Dude,
with
you
like,
just
stuff
get
like that.
consistent with YouTube the same way that you've been with Vine.
Yeah,
and
I
I
would like
guarantee
to.
that it'll work, because like YouTube, I've realized, is just like any other social media, in the sense that if you just make really consistent content, that it'll just start to build up steam. Like if anybody likes what you're doing,
Yeah.
That's why you're here right now, for Adam's content. So thank you.
You've already established, like same thing with Nick. You guys have already done so much funny shit that even if you do something that's not funny, people are still going to be into it. Because
Yeah.
you've consistently been so funny in the past. Like you can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of, trying to tell myself. Because when you were talking about like feeling a pressure, yeah, I feel kind of like a pressure. Like every time I post something, I want it to be like funny. But yeah, I feel like I've got like 3,000 Vines, I think, which is probably more than anyone on Vine. Because I used to like Vine like 20 times a day. And I don't know, I feel like I've proven myself on there, and now I want to kind of like prove myself on, like other platforms, and also in like
get
writing.
that paper.
Yeah,
Let's
so.
get paid.
YouTube money.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
dude, those
Getter's
YouTubers
getting an
be making-
R8.
Ain't
Nick's
no money
getting
like
an
YouTube
R9.
money.
Yeah.
I'm getting a moped.
Because when you sign into that analytics and you're like, oh, $15, you're just dopamine starts flooding your
No,
brain.
you got to get
Yeah.
sponsors.
I'll
or
shoot up the
something.
whole
I don't know what you
neighborhood.
do.
You could do that.
We're gonna get Evan a BMX bike.
Let's
Dude,
start.
yeah,
Let's start an
my-
energy drink that sponsors only funny people.
Let's start an energy drink.
Dude, I hit up
made with
Rip
real
It
Coke.
That's not
and
the worst idea
Rockstar,
ever.
and they didn't. I wanted them to like send me some free stuff because all I
I can get you Rockstar for sure.
really
Yeah,
all I
I
drink
know
is
Red
energy
Bull.
drinks. Although I'm trying not to lately, but if you got them for free, yeah, I would get back into it.
Wow, that's interesting.
So we did EDC 2 years ago, and like the main dude Nick, like we went to the EDC, and then we come back to the hotel room. There's like 200 cans, and we had to stuff them in my friend's trunk. Like he somehow got into my hotel, put them in there, and then left. Like,
Dude, I would
Do
probably
you drink
die.
energy drinks?
not really anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I used to drink them, but
That
man,
BMX
yeah.
kid that was over here the other day said he sold $15,000 worth of Red Bull merch on eBay.
dude.
Yeah, I'm glad that you didn't mention which one.
Well, dude, I was at
John BMX.
Dude, I was at Blake Griffin's like a year ago. It was when I was first in LA. He, me and like some of my friends, I messaged him actually. A few of us did, and I was like, "Yo, you're my hero, man." And then he actually responded, and he was like, "No, you're my hero." So we went over to his house, and it was funny because he had a giant like vase of banana runts. And I don't know, it was just a really weird experience.
It was funny.
But dude, he was like, yo, like you guys want something to drink, blah blah blah, and I felt bad. I'm like, well, because Red Bulls are kind of expensive. I'm like, dude, if you have a Red Bull, that'd be cool. So he opens up like one of his fridges, and it's just Red Bulls like to the back, like sugar free on one side and regular on the other
like,
side.
oh,
And I was
you
like,
want a
yeah, I guess
Kia
this is,
too?
yeah,
Have one.
Like I guess this is Blake Griffin's house. Like, why would I?
You want an
Feel
Optimus?
bad? Yeah.
Didn't you do a Vine with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing
It was
that.
the Evan show. It was like welcome to the Evan show. It was I don't know. It was
You're here with Peter Griffin.
oh yeah, Peter Griffin. Yeah, and it
Blake Griffin.
yeah Peter Griffin. I don't know.
Is that you were on Blake Griffin the whole time, and it was incorrect? I feel like you
Yeah,
guys have a lot of cultural references that I don't have. I've spent a large percentage of this conversation just like,
get
whoa.
out of here because you're too old and you don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to feel.
Because it's like a neutral, like it's a like you don't know it, you know what I mean?
I don't
it's
know
like
anything.
new.
That's why I love
the
you guys
opinions on
here,
shit that you
because
don't
my
understand.
entire life is filled with this negativity of him telling me that Vine sucks.
No, that's not true.
I'm not gonna make a Vine. I'm like,
Catfish
no,
is
this shit's
permanently
fucking
angry
awesome.
because of the fact that he sends links every day, all day to the group chat, and nobody clicks them
Nothing.
ever because he ruined his reputation by like sending unfunny stuff. So I totally like when you talk about the consistency in social networking, it turns out that can apply to the group chat as well.
Don't send me a link.
You're
if you
unfunny
care
in the
about
group
it.
chat a couple
I
times.
blame
You just
him.
tag me.
I
The
blame
blinders
him
go on.
directly for my lack of Vining because I have been hilarious on Vine.
You got your
I
account
stopped.
deleted.
You're holding me back, Dad.
I don't
You're
feel like I've
fucking
ever
holding
said
me
anything
back.
negative about Vine.
No, you're holding me back.
I actually had a Vine that I was very into until they started doing the Twitter videos. The Come Up BMX. Follow us on Vine, even though I don't think we posted in 6
The
months.
shit that I've fucking done for Vine. I burned my eyebrows for Vine.
How do you get your Vine deleted? You guys Vine deleted though.
I got my Vine deleted because I re-vined a Vine of somebody like unzipping their pants and whipping out their dick and their dick falls into the toilet. It was like a fucking like.
But everybody does that
fake
one.
Dick. No, it was a fake dick. No,
I've
yeah,
seen
but-
it.
Wait, I seen that Vine.
It's like a dildo
but
that falls
my
out.
Vine got deleted because like Vine has these stupid rules. That
That's
you
a
can't-
funny Vine.
It's hilarious. But I lost my Vine for like 6 months.
Wait, but you made it or you stole
no,
it?
I just revined it.
Wait, and they deleted you?
They blocked me.
That's
like,
so
I was-
weird.
Wait,
It's
you
funny.
revined
Not a real
it.
story.
You revined it.
I didn't rewind it.
You downloaded it and re-uploaded it. Okay, you're a thief. Yeah, that's probably why they did that then. You're a
So you're a
fucking
fucking
pirate.
thief.
I'm a
You're a
fucking
common
fake
pirate.
dick thief.
Go to my
With Milli
SoundCloud to hear a
Vanilli.
bunch of Getter songs.
And like and comment if you want to fight Catfish. If
Everybody's gonna. I don't care.
comment if you will punch Catfish at random if you ever see him walking down the
Catfish
street.
is like 4'7". Don't punch him.
That's why it's so compelling to punch him.
Fuck all the people on the fucking internet. Fuck them all.
Catfish, you went to Disneyland today. You should be chill right now.
No, I'm fine. I'm drinking a couple beers. Adam wants to fire these motherfuckers up.
Who?
I love how you were like, I have abs.
Is there anything we should talk about before we put this one on ice?
We got to shout out Getter's Hoodie Company, First Union representative. What's it called?
Maybe
First Class.
if you ever want to give off that I just played with a rabbit look, they got you.
I love it.
It's all arranged, dude.
Nick Colletti,
Nick,
you
say
got anything
something,
you want to say?
Say something crazy.
Nick
Say
said he
something
wanted
funny,
to keep
dude.
it chill on this one because he wanted to let Evan really shine.
No, he did though. I noticed that.
Yeah. Well, and also he's probably just like ate like 6 weed brownies and took a dab in the car or
No,
something.
he's much more weird than he was last time.
Nick is weed.
I've become 100% Kush.
Did you hear about that? He actually injected Kush into his spine 2 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just have like a permanent supply. Every time I crack my back, I get high as fuck.
Imagine.
No, it's real.
Oh,
No, it's
that is
real.
real. Oh shit! All
It's
right.
real.
They lined my spinal cord with hash oil.
Wow. You got moon rock.
That's
moon
so
rock
dank.
back.
High all the
How
time.
many people do you think are gonna look that up and try to
Moon rock vertebrae.
Evan, if you could holler at any female celebrity,
Now's your chance because this is gonna do like 9K
she gonna
views.
see it. She
Dude,
gonna see it. Tell her she gonna see it.
Shit, man. You should have like told me about this beforehand.
Cardi B. I'm saying
Gotta be
Cardi
on
B.
the spot. She has to know it's on the spot.
All right. It would have been honestly like if you would have asked me a year ago, it probably would have been like Jennifer Lawrence, to be completely honest. But I would have to say, dude, probably Jennifer Lopez if she's watching this.
Is she like 45?
Jennifer
Yeah,
Lopez.
that's
Right.
yeah.
You like that? You like old ladies?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
She's not an old lady.
She's
Sophisticated woman.
yeah, she's J Lo.
Jenny from the block.
Who?
She's still an old lady.
What's it called? What's the cougar app?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good
Something-
question.
Oh, it's called Old People Meet.
No, it's like
Cougar Life.
find a cougar.com
Cougar
or
Life,
something.
Cougar
But like,
Life.
is that
Cougar
it?
Life.
No, Cougarville
Like
on
find
NBC.
I didn't know they actually had that. That's
Evan,
kinda tight.
Everything.
who would play you in the movie about you?
Evan Peters. I mean, we look alike. Or like, I think I would want like Kyle Mooney.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome. But I don't know. I would want to play myself. That'd be I don't know.
The ultimate honor.
Nick,
It'd be the
who
ultimate
would play
honor.
you in the movie about your life?
John Goodman.
Yo, I seen 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yo, so tired.
Wild.
That's crazy.
Really? I gotta see this?
You gotta. It's wild.
You gotta go see it.
I can see it. That's what
It's nutty. Goodman is like the god in that.
Ah, it's so crazy. That's pretty much the reason I said that, because
Shout out to Rose.
the movie was so good.
Really?
I think
It'll
Seth
blow
Rogen
your
would
mind.
play Nick.
I want to get my mind blown.
It won't just blow your mind, it'll suck it too.
It'll rope all over my mind.
And then it'll lick it and just cradle the balls.
Oh, I love that.
phone pick.
Anyway, enough about ball cradling. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Shout
I
out.
got another hard-hitting question for him.
Well, yeah, hit him with it.
What is your favorite restaurant in LA?
My favorite
Chipotle.
restaurant. We went to the Palm the other night.
Palm was
Nick
good.
paid too.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Ooh,
tight.
Rich guy stuff.
It
Rich
was
Viner
sick,
stuff.
dude.
What'd you order? Lobster?
Nick got the 3-pound lobster. He had like a little bib on him and everything.
Do you get full off a 3-pound lobster?
No,
That sounds like a lot of lobster.
it was just like one lobster. 3
Yeah.
pounds. It was.
And he gave a lot of it to all of us.
Every time in my life I've ever ordered lobster, I've been unfulfilled.
Yeah,
Like
you don't.
left
You
and
don't.
went
You have to
Jack
get
in the Box.
surf. You have to get surf and turf.
Right? Yeah.
Lobster for
And
the
he
taste.
was he was dipping the mashed potatoes in the butter too, which was
I'm a freak.
yeah, it was pretty.
You know that's what they're
Comes-
made with,
when it
right?
comes to dinner.
They're
was
made
just
with
like
that.
before or
melting the mashed
during?
potatoes.
It was a female lobster, and I touched her. I guess it's called the roe.
Oh yeah.
And my hand smelled like fucking pussy. I swear to God.
That's real.
I went home and I was like, I brushed my hand across my nose and I was like, what the fuck? It smelled like I just fingered a girl.
But like a good pussy or like a weird pussy?
Just like a pussy. It just smelled like pussy smell.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
love
what you're
that.
saying is pussy smells like lobster.
It's a
Did
lobster
I
pussy.
finger like a ghost?
Yo, this is a really good question. Like, if I had just fingered a girl and I told you guys, would you smell my fingers? Like, if I told you right now, I
course.
fingered a girl an hour ago, you want to smell my fingers?
Oh, yes.
I
No,
didn't.
I don't know.
Well, actually, wait. No, I did.
We are.
I just remembered I did.
We
But
are
I don't want you guys to
different
smell
level
it.
because one.
I didn't know you were at your mom's house.
What'd you just say?
Yeah, dude.
We are on two different levels because I've known you much longer than them, and I would never in a million years want to smell your fingers.
Actually, I might still have a little odor going. Damn.
Have you heard ASAP Ferg New Level?
Oh, no.
I love that song.
Nigel Sylvester in the video.
Yeah, our friends in the video.
Oh, no way.
Professional BMX rider.
BMX.
Representing. All right, shit. Evan Breen, if people want to find out about you on the internet, where should they look?
Twitter, I think, is Evan_Breen. Instagram, Evan M. Breen.
Okay.
I have a website. It's like a shitty website, but you can buy my shirts on there. And it's evanmbreen.com.
Buy his shirt, man. Support the kid. Come on. Support Evan.
It's like my head.
He's out there every day putting himself out there.
Yeah.
He's on a new level.
Why don't you even support Evan? Jesus, guys.
You're not making him laugh.
Stupid fuck.
You're in the comments section. This guy is putting himself out there. You're anonymous. He's out there.
Wow, you guys really got me riled up. You're right. Fuck our audience because they haven't bought shirts from Evan, most likely.
Buy a shirt.
We're going to end this, and I'm just going to say, yes,
Evan, do you have pink shirts?
incredibly disappointed in our viewers.
I wish.
Any of our viewers who hasn't bought a shirt yet from Evan, fuck you. You are part of the problem.
Do it.
Just
And
do
don't
it.
be like Adam and follow him on Vine because Vine is fucking hilarious. Adam hasn't gone on Vine in 9
Okay.
months.
Is Vine here to stay or is Vine on the way out? Because we had Danny Duncan in here with Ryan Beckford, and he was saying Vine's it's almost over. He's like, it's on the way out, so it's over soon.
I think it's here to stay.
It's just like a new generation of people that are gonna get popular.
Right. Well, that would definitely be a sign of success.
It's just like some people are into Snapchat, some people are into Instagram. There's some people that are into one or the other. Vine is the same way.
You gotta do
But like I
everything.
said about Vine, why it's awesome is you can go on Instagram every single day and you can see what your favorite music artist is doing. You can see what your favorite BMX rider is doing. You can go on Vine and laugh your ass off because that's the majority of the people on Vine.
Shut
They're
up.
there to
Or you can jack off.
Or you can jack off to big
Twerk
shot
vines. Have you seen the twerk
I
vines?
used to follow the Twerk Vine page. And then I realized that was fucking weird. All my followers were like, who does he follow?
Sasha Grey.
I like the Vine accounts of its couples having sex.
I love that.
Those ones are good.
Wait, is that real?
Dude,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just like married people fucking on the internet.
But I thought there was no more porn on Vine.
Yeah, maybe they don't. Well, that's just I don't
No,
know.
I don't know, man. I think he's telling the truth.
They might not do that anymore, but I've definitely come across a few like a man's name and a girl's name, and it's like Kaylee and Jim, and it's just them fucking.
Imagine that was your thing as your married couple. Like
Like,
life
that
was
was-
so boring.
Oh,
that you had
Jim
to
looks
make them-
tired today.
Fuck on
It
Vine.
never shows their face, but it's always just like
Kaylee
you
lost weight.
hear their
Okay.
breath.
If she's not letting me have threesomes with every fucking chick off the street, then we might have to do something weird like that. We might have to figure something
Ever had a
out.
threesome?
Yeah, actually, I have.
There you go.
It was,
you don't have to go into detail. I just want to.
Yeah. It
No,
was-
you do have to go
What
into
was the
detail.
combined
2 dudes?
age?
It was I was in high school and two of my sister's friends were sleeping over. And
That's
Whoa,
so tight.
hottest
That's
scenario
so
ever.
tight. That's so tight. That's so tight.
Plot
like
twist.
movie
I just
quality.
roped in my
That's the
pants.
fucking
That's like
tightest.
movie
Every
plot.
guy here got a huge.
Yeah, plot twist.
You're a god.
Rope everywhere.
Talking for another 5 minutes before we get up.
God damn, that's hot. All right, well, to everybody out there, comment #rope if you appreciated that little story to prove to us that you went the entire way.
Oh, yeah.
Follow No Jumper on YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. And if you're at home right now watching this, promise me one thing, that you will get high off weed right now.
Please do
This
that.
is
Thank you
a
to
Kush
Avery.
alert.
Thank you
This
to
is a
Getter.
Kush alert.
This is a
Thank you to
Kush alert.
Colletti. Thank you to Mr. Roseman. Thank you to Adam Grand Mason, who is in the fucking Grand Masons in the Illuminati. And most importantly, thank you to one of the funniest people on the internet, Evan Breen. This has been No Jumper. Follow us on all that shit. Go do drugs. We'll holler at you.
Catfish has a subscription to a child porn
I
magazine.
do. I'm also in the new issue of Playboy South Africa, January, February, so go cop that. Holler.
Catfish's entire body is covered in white power tattoos.
I'm saying that. Man, it's not. It's not. I am saying. Hey.